church, I just wanted to come to you. Well, Miss Jen and I wanted to come to you via video, which we're going to have to get used to this for a little while because this is just where our world happens to be at this moment. But we wanted to send you a video of encouragement, first of all, and of course give you a few updates as to what's going on with us here and what to look forward to for our FCC family. So first of all, let me tell you a little bit about why we're not having church this Sunday in particular. I'm sure you've been following online and through TV what the CDC and our president and many other organizations have been suggesting that we do, especially for groups or gatherings of 250 people or more. They've asked us to not gather. When we thought about that at first, we weren't sure what to do because the honest truth is we love meeting together as a church family. We love to worship together. But we also know, and if you've been a part of our church for any time at all, you know that we love to be parts of a solution. We love to be for our community. We want to do good. And so we prayed a lot about it, and we met with our eldership, and our staff has met. We've discussed these things, and we just feel like it is best for us to do our best to be a part of the solution. So we're not meeting Sunday, but I have some good news with that as well. One of the things that we're going to be doing is we are going to be delivering to you via social media at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning an entire lineup of service ideas, which is really cool. All of our staff has kind of had input into this, and we're going to be giving you these ideas. There's going to be stuff you can download. There's going to be things you can go out and watch. It's literally kind of a church service that we're going to ask you to do together as a family or as an individual, but in your home. And so we think there's going to be some really cool stories that come out of this, and maybe some even new things that may start for you as an individual or a family as you find creative ways to spend time with our God. So that's going to be coming to you tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. You'll be able to access that through all of our different social media stuff, our website, our Instagram site, our Facebook, all that kind of stuff. So you'll see it out there. You can grab it starting at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, and it'll give you those ideas to do since you won't be coming here for church. Now, second thing we're doing that we want you to know about is starting next Sunday, not this Sunday, but the following Sunday, we are going to be streaming our service live. We won't be having people come here except for those that are in the worship team and of course myself, as I will be preaching. But we've got a lot of work to do between now and that next Sunday so we can set all that up. There's lots of things to be done, but we're excited about this, and we're going to make sure that we stream just as much of a normal service as we possibly can for you to watch at home, again, as an individual or with your family. So be looking for that the following week. And then I wanted to answer just a few questions because I know all the craziness that's going on, questions arise. First of all, let me just say this. We are not doing this and making these changes out of any kind of fear. You guys know, we have a God that is so big, and He is in control of all of this stuff. And so none of this is out of fear. This is 100% out of protection for those of our church family that this virus could affect in a very negative way. We want to protect them. We want to protect our infants, our babies. And again, we want to help our world, our nation, our state. We want to do our part to be in a church that's following those guidelines so we can end this virus. And so we feel like by obeying those things they've put in place will help us do that. So that's one of the reasons why we're doing what we're doing. The other thing that I want you to know is we're actually excited about what this may produce. You guys know our God has a way of taking these types of moments, crazy moments, right? Where it can seem out of control. It can seem like we don't know what's happening. And what we feel like it does is it gives us this, I guess, reminder how fragile our world really is. But at the same time, how strong our God is, how consistent He is. This virus or anything else that happens in the future is not going to shake our God. He is consistent. He has a plan. Where we are now as a church family is trying to figure out how we can best trust in that plan and stand strong in the midst of it. But we also know, and if you've been a Christ follower for very long at all, you know this about our God. He has this incredible way of taking horrible situations, difficult situations, scary situations, and bringing unbelievable good out of it. And only our God can do that. And we've already seen some things that have happened in that way. It's not hard for us to imagine that, no, we would rather meet together as a church on Sunday, but by encouraging all of our church family to do this on their own, who knows what kind of family relationships will be built here. Maybe an ongoing Bible studies within our church family on their own time. There's so many things that God will take from this. Obviously, we're going to be able to stream our services after this. And who knows the conversations that are already happening in your neighborhood, at your workplace, as people begin to see just how frail our world is, and they begin to think, maybe there is something bigger that I need to be thinking about, and it opens up opportunities and conversations that just wouldn't have been there otherwise. And so there's so much good that can come from this, and we're going to focus on those things, but we're also going to do our best, like we've said, to do our part for our community, for our church family, to protect one another. And so as we kind of navigate these kind of crazy waters right now, we ask that you just be in prayer with us as we seek wisdom and to do the right thing through all of it. A couple other things that we want you to know. We have also canceled our Faith in Action Sunday. Again, 100% not out of fear, but out of protection for people. As many of you know, a lot of that involves going to nursing homes, hospitals, being around groups of people as we bless them. And so if we were to continue that, we would have to be going against some of the things that we've been asked not to do. So we want to be in compliance with them. And so we've canceled Faith in Action for this year. And then here's just like a very practical thing. We've had people ask me, well, Darren, what are we going to do about our giving? You know, no one's going to be at church, and finances. What? It's a real legitimate thought. And so we just want to remind you, the good thing about the world we live in today is there are our online capabilities. So a lot of you already give online, and we just encourage you to continue to do that. But also any of you that maybe have never done that before, that's a way you can continue to give to the church. And yes, obviously that's something that we want everybody to participate in, but there's ways to do that. And again, even if you need to come by the church and do something that way or you need help with it, please let us know. We want to help. But and then I also have Jen sitting here, obviously not just to nod at me and go, okay, which is a lot of what's happened so far. I thought it would be good for her to speak to the kiddos a little bit, because I know just how important it is, parents, sometimes for them to hear from someone they really look up to. And I know Miss Jen is someone that our kiddos really enjoy hearing from, and their world has also been shaken, I'm sure. They've seen it, they've felt it, their schools are canceled, they're probably wondering why. So if you don't want to show them all the stuff I've said so far, that's great, but you may want to show them this piece of it, which I just wanted to give Miss Jen a chance to speak to our kiddos. That would just give them an opportunity to hear from her.
So hey, Kids World kiddos, it's Miss Jen. I know that you've probably already heard that we are not going to have church right now where we're coming to our building, but I don't want you to worry, because remember, Miss Jen always says, the church is not a building. The church is who you are. You are the church. So in the middle of some things that maybe seem like not so great news, I just want you to remember to choose to be good news. You know, we can choose different things right now. We can choose to be sure that we're praying together as a family and challenging each other, even at home, to follow Jesus better, to love each other well, in a time where maybe you're going to be in the house a lot more, or maybe things are just going to be different. Choose to forgive, choose to love, choose to practice all those awesome things you can with your family in your own home. Be a light in the darkness. That provides hope. Whether you are smiling at people that just need a smile, maybe FaceTime with Grandma and Grandpa just to check in and say hello, and give them some fun things that they can just enjoy time with you in a way that maybe they're not able to right now. So just don't forget, keep looking for truth in God's Word. We want to dig in no matter what. We know that God's Word is true. We know that we can look for ways just to kind of navigate through this kind of crazy time. God is big and He loves you and He wants to take care of you. So remember, you are the church. Whether you're coming to FCC, whether you're coming to Kids World, you can choose to be the church right where you are. Enjoy time with your family. I love you guys and I can't wait to see you again very soon. But I'll miss you. But do what you know is right. Just if you were here with Miss Jen, do what you know is right in your homes, in your relationships, in everything during this crazy time. We can hold on to Jesus no matter what. Right, Mr. Darren?
Well said, Miss Jen. I wish Miss Jen was my children's leader when I was a kid. So take this information and be in prayer with us. You know, our president has also reached out. I believe it was today, actually, that he has made it official that tomorrow he's declaring it a National Day of Prayer. While I know you've already been praying, I'm sure, we just want to ask you to take a moment tomorrow after you grab that stuff from 9 o'clock. Somewhere during that time, spend time together as a family or as an individual with God and pray for our nation, pray for our world, pray that this virus goes away. And so we're just asking you to please bathe all of this in prayer. But we also want you to know that we're going to be back together soon, and we can't wait for that day. But until then, we'll keep praying for one another, and we will keep you informed, keep you updated along the way as well. So we love you guys, and we can't wait to be back together in church, hopefully very, very soon.